What makes you come alive? What are the things in this world that you do that just really make you feel like you? The things that will really help us live in that wonderful sweet spot where no amount of effort is really wasted, no amount of work feels like too much. And the more we do it, the better we feel about it. That's not to say, what are the things that you don't get tired while you're doing it? Because you may love doing a thing and still end up being, oh my gosh, I'm so tired right now. And sometimes the internal emotional feeling that we have causes us to even go to the extent of staying up too late when we know we should stop. And sometimes it makes us feel guilty because we do stop when we really don't want to. I mean, you know what I'm saying. What are the things in your life that make you feel truly alive? Make you feel like you can do anything? That you are more than just, oh, what's the word I want to use? The sum of your parts. You are actually powerfully amazing. And there is such a purpose. I hope all of you have felt that many, many times over. And I hope you know the answer to that very clearly. Because there is nothing better than those moments when you can live and be truly you and just be in that spot. And I refer to that as the aliveness. Because a lot of times we go through life doing the things that we're supposed to do, that we should do, right? And slowly, over time, often it can kind of drain the life out of us. We can get to the place where we are the more real version of the zombie, up walking around with dead inside. I heard somebody say one time, it was actually my friend Ernie Villanueva, as I was saying it. Ernie used to always use the phrase, a person doesn't really work and celebrate that they worked at a job for 30 years. What they really celebrate is that they worked one day and repeated it 30 years over. And some jobs are very much like that. And the irony to that, or maybe even the counterpoint to what Ernie was saying, is for some people, that really lights them up. They come to work whistling and excited and happy and ready to go, even though today is going to look exactly like tomorrow, like yesterday did, and like tomorrow will. That the thing comes down the assembly line and I turn the one screw and then it goes down the assembly line. I only ever worked in one assembly line and I only did it for just a couple of months. Um, and because it was a mill, um, it was actually technically they were putting laminate tops onto and making countertops. Um, Really massively exciting work, right? And there was sawdust in the air, and I actually scratched my cornea because of the sawdust in the air. But my job was literally the thing would come out and it put the sides onto it. This particular one was countertops that had edgings on both sides, and I would basically use a what do you call it, a sander, to sand down the sharp edge on one side, sand down the sharp edge on the other side, and then put the next um, top face down in front of it, and then the assembly line would keep going. And really, it was designed so that the thing never stopped moving. You just had that amount of time to put the next top sheet in and to zip, and then it was on to the next one. And for 8 hours, I would just do that. And it was the most soul sucking, horrible thing I ever done in my life, of all of the not so interesting stuff I've done in my life. That one still may rate as the worst job I ever worked. And for some, working at that same factory with the same thing, they loved it. They had aspirations. Like, have you ever met that person who they're excited about their dream job that they have at Burger King or McDonald's or something like that? And they're on a 3-year program to make it into management. And that if they stay there for like 20 years, they can be a regional manager for McDonald's. And they're excited about it. I love watching, children with quote unquote disabilities that are working out in the world. Some of them are the happiest, most fulfilled people in the world because even though all their job may entail is walking back to the thing and picking up the soda and bringing it, turning around and putting it on the counter and giving you a great big smile, for them, that's amazing. I want to see each of us really living in that alive spot. Life's that way. You can't always spend every minute just living in your aliveness. There are just, all the routines of life, getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth and taking a shower and all those kind of things. Those still exist. But my question for you today is, can you stop for just a second and ask yourself, what is something you can do for hours and suddenly realize you've lost track of time? And then after you thought of that, you found that thing, where in life can you stop being really capable of doing something and allow that thing that makes you feel alive to show up in the world as unmistakably you? Because I can guarantee you are unique, you're brilliant, you're massively needed. And we need you to fill the spot that only you can. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you so much. I hope that you have an amazingly great week.